Good evening, YouTubers. Um, it's been a while. I think it's been about 4 days. Well, the reason why I'm up this early, this late, is because I think I want to start doing album reviews of music that I listen to, and also music that you all would like to suggest. It's something I've been meaning to do, and I just wanted to start off by practicing with the limited time that I have here with this album. I know some of you guys are big Evanescence fans on YouTube, and I wanted to do a review and a small discussion about this band. So Evanescence is a band from Little Rock, Arkansas that started back in the mid 1990s, and they were signed to Wind Up Records after releasing two EPs, and after their songs were featured on the not so good movie Daredevil, hits like Bring Me to Life, My Immortal, and Going Under. Fallen, the debut album of Evanescence, was a huge success. They toured internationally, still popular to this day. I've seen them twice, and I'm not afraid to admit that they've actually been a huge influence on my pursuance in music because of how well they were able to mesh different genres together and to be successful in the mainstream music industry, where it's really hard to do something different and make it work. Now, there have been bands in the past that have done that, and at the time, one band that was extremely influential and had did that was Linkin Park. With this band, after Fallen, 4 years later, they wrote The Open Door. Now, this is what I'm about to say is completely my opinion, but I don't think it's a bad album. I think there's a lot of influence, an emphasis in goth metal in it that I hear, industrial, and there's some subtle influences that I hear from the acclaimed influences that Amy Lee said influences albums, such as Portishead, I wouldn't say Depeche Mode, but more Portishead. I don't hear too much of that. I think the one song on here that kind of gives that vibe would have to be Your Star, but even then, it's still a far cry from a true trip pop kind of sound, like from the album Dummy, which is one of the most popular albums from Portishead. Now, having gone through it, it's still very, I see I have very limited time here. Go ahead and check the album out. It's pretty good. It's very different. I'm still a fan of the band. Again, this is my first time reviewing albums, and I hope to do this soon. If you guys want me to hear an album and review it, I'd love to. You guys have a good night.